I do what I want. Well, as promised, folks, I am going to read a little bit about what the Department of Defense spends its money on. But before I do, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps the channel grow. And this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. It is April 14, 2023 at 10:08 p.m. And this is the U.S. Department of Defense contracts. I'm on the email list. It's for release at 5 p.m. This was for April 12, 2023. Now, I receive this every day, but I thought this one was really interesting. So we'll read it. Oh, here we go. Do you like this cute little piece of art? This is a tin that I purchased on Temu, that website, but everything doesn't cost very much money. Okay, so this is the contracts for April 12th, 2023. Defense Intelligence Agency, Cape Fox Facility Services, LLC, Manassas, Virginia, was awarded, these are huge numbers, folks, $148,265,000 686 time and material single award blanket purchase agreement, which is a BPA, for construction security and escort services. You heard that right, folks. Construction security and escort services. Oh my goodness. What will they think of next? Including program management, administrative support, and oversight. Work will be performed in the continental U.S. at government work locations inside and outside the National Capital Region with an expected completion date of April 30th, 2028. So they're assuming that we're all going to be around in 2028, so that is a good thing, right, folks? So, the first call order against this BPA using fiscal 2023 operations and management funds in the amount of $2,037,974 for base year is being awarded and obligated immediately following this BPA award. This contract was a competitive acquisition, and 3 offers were received. The Virginia contracting activity in Washington, D.C. is the contracting activity. Next one up is Defense Logistic Agency, KPMG LLP in McLean, Virginia, has been awarded an estimated $82+ million firm fixed price blanket purchase agreement against a multiple award schedule contract for strategic audit integrator and advisor services and audit response sustainment services in support of financial improvement and the audit readiness program. What does that mean? The audit readiness program? This was a competitive acquisition with 4 responses received. This is a 1-year agreement with 4 one-year option periods. The location is Washington, D.C., with an April 30th, 2024 performance completion date. The customer is the Defense Logistic Agency. You're going to find this throughout all of their awards, folks. The type of appropriation is fiscal 2023 through 2024 Defense Working Capital Funds. The contracting activity is the Defense Logistics Agency Contracting Services Office in Richmond, Virginia. The next one, the M&M Manufacturing LLC in Lajas, Puerto Rico, has been awarded a maximum of, and this is just over $8 million. It's a modification exercising the first 1-year option period of a 1-year base contract with a 3 one-year option periods for trousers. Yes, folks, you know, like the pants, trousers. This is a firm, fixed price, indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity contract. So they have no idea how many they're going to order. They have no idea when it's going to be delivered, but it is a firm, fixed price for over $8 million for pants. Now, folks, I mean, I'm sure these are like really special pants, trousers. They're probably fire retardant and really sturdy, you know, for combat and everything. But they're saying that it's an indefinite quantity contract. They have no idea when it's going to be delivered. The ordering period and end date is April 14, 2024. So that means from today, it ends in 1 year. More than $8 million for a bunch of trousers, folks. Using military services are the Army and the Air Force. Okay, so $8 million for a bunch of pants. I'm sure that we can get that number down, don't you think, folks? $8 million? They have no idea how many they're ordering. That makes it just really convenient. And the type of appropriation is fiscal 2023 through 2024 Defense Working Capital Funds. The contracting activity is the Defense Logistics Agency Troop Support in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Bell Textron Inc., Fort Worth, Texas, has been awarded an estimated close to $8 million modification against a 5-year contract with one 5-year option period for H1 consumables. I have no idea what that is, folks. An H1 consumable? Is that like some kind of food? This is a firm fixed price requirements contract, and the performance completion date is April 13, 2025. The using military service is the Marine Corps. The type of appropriation is fiscal 2023 through 2025 Defense Working Capital Funds. And the contracting activity is, of course, the Defense Logistics Agency, Aviation, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You notice, folks, I haven't said anything about thousands of dollars. It's just, we're talking about millions. These are each contract is millions of dollars. Millions. Okay, now we're next on to the Army. Manson Construction Company in Seattle, Washington was awarded $20 million. $20 million firm fixed price contract for dredging projects. The bids were solicited via the internet with 2 received. The work locations and funding will be determined, so they have no idea where these dredging projects are going to be, but they awarded $20 million for an unknown location. Okay. And this is going to end June 11, 2024, so that's a year from now. And it's for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers in Mobile, Alabama, and they are the contracting activity. So they've got 1 year to figure out where they're going to dredge and use up $20 million. Science Applications International Corp. In Reston, Virginia was awarded close to $11 million in a modification contract for hardware in the loop modeling simulation and the development of engineering services. Work will be performed at the Redstone Arsenal in Alabama with an estimated completion date of April 11, 2027. And the fiscal 2010 foreign military sales in Australia and fiscal 2023 other procurement. The Army funds is in the amount of close to $11 million were obligated at the time of the award, and the U.S. Army Contracting Command, Redstone Arsenal, Alabama, is the contracting activity. Here comes the Navy, folks. Textron Systems, Hunt Valley, Maryland, is awarded just over $18 million in a fixed-priced incentive. And in parentheses, it says, a firm target modification to a previously awarded contract, which is N00024-14-C-62322 for retrofit of, here, get this, folks, retrofit of the unmanned influence sweep system. So this is an influence sweep system that is unmanned. There's no person. It is robotic. And then there's an unmanned surface vehicle. And work will be performed in Hunt Valley, Maryland, 70% there, and 30% in San Diego, California. And it is expected to be completed in June 2024. And the fiscal is 2023. Other procurement is the Navy funds in the amount of $18,675,412 will be obligated at the time of the award and not to expire at the end of the current fiscal year. The Naval Sea Systems Command, Washington, D.C., is the contracting activity. Here comes the U.S. Marine Management, Inc., Norfolk, Virginia, is being awarded $17+ million firm fixed price contract with reimbursable elements for time charter of one U.S. flag double hull tanker Yosemite Trader with an inert gas system and segregated ballast tanks that is capable of carrying a minimum of 300,000 barrels of clean petroleum products within the vessel's natural segregation in a designated cargo. Let's see. Designated cargo tanks with double valve isolation. This contract includes a 12-month base period with two 12-month option periods, which, if exercised, would bring the cumulative value of this contract to $52,558,626, and work will be performed in Hawaii and worldwide, and is expected to be completed if all options are exercised by April 2026. And the working capital funds is transportation in the amount of $17,658,440. They're obligated for fiscal 2023 and will expire at the end of the fiscal year. This contract was competitively procured with proposals solicited via the System Award Management website, and 4 offers were received. The Navy's Military Sealift Command, Norfolk, Virginia, is the contracting activity. So, and now these are the awards only published April 12, 2023. There was one published for the 13th. There was one published today. But this is just one that I singled out because I receive these every day. And every one of these contracts is in the millions of dollars, folks. So you want to understand why there's not enough food going around, or the fact that the targeting program persists. There's plenty of money for that. People are getting evicted from their homes. Hyperinflation, the cost of foods, 18,000 cows burned to their deaths. But we've got millions and millions and millions of dollars for trousers and other dredging projects that are unknown. $20 million for dredging projects, but we have no idea when they're going to start, where they're going to be. Just that we've got to allocate $20 million for those dredging projects. Folks, this is where the money's going, and this is only the DOD. Oh, it's not even funny. But I hope everybody's doing well on this Friday night. And we had some rain here today. It was beautiful this morning, windy, warm, and then buckets came down the rest of the day. And I was supposed to have a tree guy who was supposed to come back here today, but he totally disappeared. You want to know why, folks? Because one of my neighbors, sort of like the neighbors that you watched on Neighborhood Wars, you know how she was harassing all my workers? Anybody that would work here, she would harass them and threaten them. Well, guess what? Somebody else has taken over for that process. It's my neighbor down the block named Eddie. Yeah, so he's taken up to harassing and telling people slanderous lies about me, the way he did with the recent tree guy. He ended up telling the tree guy that I was crazy and didn't pay people. Yeah, that's right, folks. And I think Mr. Eddie's going to be getting another cease and desist letter. What do you think, folks? How should we handle Eddie? He thinks he owns the neighborhood, and I believe him to be a Freemason. Just saying, folks. It's one thing after the next here in old Kentucky. I hope everybody's doing well. And I'm going to post this for you guys. And I will post a link in the description center so you can read this yourself. Or if you want to read the past contracts, they publish this newsletter daily, and it is on their website. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading signing off for now. Oh, and you know what? You should do what you want to.